I've got your Voice of Reason news roundup today. On the first one, we've got Nancy Pelosi getting pissed off when a reporter asks her if AOC is the one who's controlling the Democrat Party and pushing them to the left flank and causing the shutdown. Check out Pelosi's response.
There was a thought from the Republicans that AOC is directing this, and she said that senators are welcome to go to her office directly. Is she driving that?
Why are you saying such a ridiculous thing?
I'm just quoting what AOC said. She said go to her office directly. Do you think there's any credibility to that?
She's not directing this. She's wonderful. She's a real team player and the rest of that. You started by saying Republicans saying that she's directing this. She is not. Hakeem Jeffries is. And this takes a lot of experience, a lot of unity from the caucus in terms of the point of view. And that's what this is. She's an articulate spokesperson for her point of view, Hakeem Jeffries.
Nancy Pelosi is also, in fact, lying here. It is the extremists in the Democrat Party, the leftists, who are pulling the strings right now. The party can do nothing without them. And Ocasio-Cortez has come out and said that she is non-negotiable on this. She wants that money going to illegal immigrants, and Nancy Pelosi and the other liberals can do nothing about it. This is a bizarre one. I have a video clip showing a New York City Democrat claiming that no families have slept on the streets in New York City.
During our tenure, no family has slept in the street in our city.
Did you actually just say on the record that during your tenure, no family has slept in the streets of New York City?
Correct.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, yes.
Have you been out in New York City? Have you been in the subways? That is categorically untrue. It blows my mind that you would actually even say that. Those kind of statements are so offensive and obscene. It's almost like you don't live here.
I live here.
I would suggest you not respond, because that comment is so absurd, and everyone in the room knows.
You can literally drive through New York City, walk on the streets. You will see many families out there on the streets, many people homeless. I'm not sure what this person's talking about. It just shows you the state of mind and the ignorance of many of the people, specifically in this case, a New York City Democrat. If there's one thing Donald Trump is really good at, and Democrats have no answer for, it is his relentless trolling of them. He's been doing it to Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, and Hakeem Jeffries just went out on an interview to try to condemn this, and Donald Trump just trolled him again. Check this out.
It's a disgusting video, and we're going to continue to make clear bigotry will get you nowhere. We are fighting to protect the health care of the American people in the face of an unprecedented Republican assault.
Honestly, it's funny, and they deserve it because their policies are so terrible for the American people. I think Donald Trump has literally figured out the way to combat it. Stop arguing against them, because if you argue against them, they just scream and they yell and they call you a Nazi and a fascist. So we just meme them. Just meme everything that they're doing, everything that they're saying, so the American people look upon them like the clowns that they are. We have more children's programming targeting 1 and 2 and 3-year-olders. This also coming through Netflix. This is Cocomellon Lane, in which they have this episode where 2 dads are singing to a 1 or 2-year-older, and we're seeing the 1 and 2-year-older who is a boy acting like a girl. Check it out.
Thing that we know about you, you love to get up and dance. How about you break out those moves for your 2 biggest fans?
Now, this one's not as overtly bad as the paranormal one from Netflix. However, just notice how early they're grooming these kids. I mean, is nothing off limits? A 1-year-old watching Cocomellon Lane? We need to groom a 1-year-old. They have to watch 2 dads singing to somebody and a boy wearing a dress dancing around. I'm okay with the message as far as like, you know, be who you are. Like if you're like baseball or you like football, or, you know, if you're a girl and you like dolls, of course. And if somebody tries to make fun of you for that, but it's clear that they're grooming people to be who they aren't. Like, why does it always, when you are, be who you are, it always has to be a boy acting like a girl or a girl always acting like a boy? When it's be who you are, why does it always have to be two dads or two moms doing it? Why can't there be a song called Be Who You Are and it's a mom and a dad and a family and it's a boy playing with trucks? You know what I mean? It's not really be who you are. It's more like be who we tell you you are, or be something that you're not, or be extremely different than what you probably are. It's very strange. They're pushing this so early. It's clear that they're just grooming the kids. If young Chuck Schumer could see what old Chuck Schumer is doing right now with his insane policies of giving federal funding, taxpayer money to healthcare for illegal immigrants, I think his younger self would probably beat the living daylights out of his older self. Here's Chuck Schumer speaking some common sense about not funding and giving money to illegal immigrants, only because it continues to promote the problem.
This is an anti-fraud amendment. Over where we go, people say, well, why can't you stop illegal immigrants or others from coming here? And the number one answer we give our constituents is when they come here, they can get jobs, get benefits against the law because of fraud. And here, the gentleman from Florida has put together the most effective anti-fraud measure we can find without it changing the actions of the government one bit. And we find all this opposition.
You heard him say it right there. People tell us, why can't you stop illegal immigrants from coming here? And the answer is because we continue to give them stuff. We give them jobs and we give them money. We give them health care. And now we have Chuck Schumer literally shutting the government down because he wants to give illegal stuff. Something that he himself said not too far ago that it is a terrible idea to do. I'm telling you, the Democrats of today are not the same Democrats. They have moved way off to the left. They are completely different. If you used to be a Democrat, stop hanging around with the party. They're not what they used to be. They're not even close. This is Josh Hawley speaking to a former Biden official about funding for two-spirited groups or something. It's a very bizarre funding program in which they were taking money away from things that they really should have been putting it into, like, you know, police officers and safety, and sending it over to two-spirited stuff. Check this out.
Instead of funding the police, here's what we ought to invest in. We need to invest in programs that acknowledge the need for safe space initiatives led by lesbian, gay, bisexual, two-spirit, trans, and gender nonconforming people. What's two-spirit?
Well, look, I don't know exactly. You guys are pulling some interesting quotes.
This is from your report.
If you look at the report, the focus is on investing in violence intervention, outreach workers.
What is you say that you shouldn't invest in the police, but we ought to invest in two-spirit community programs that acknowledge two-spirit.
Look, we are not going to discriminate
what is that?
We're not going to discriminate against any nonprofit that
what
wants
is
to help us prevent violence in
What
our
is
community.
two-spirit? You say don't fund the police, but do fund programs that create safe spaces for two-spirit people. What is? I just want to know. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
Well, I honestly, I'm not.
I'm still not sure what two-spirited stuff is, but I do know that the Biden officials were like, hey, we're not going to, not fund this. We should definitely fund this. Let's just fund all things. This is the problem. This is why we are where we are. This is why the debt in the United States is where it's at. And we need to stop this. We need to control this. We need common sense to come back. I think Americans are starting to see it. What do you all think about this Voice of Freedom roundup, these news stories that I had for you today? Leave your comments below. I would love to hear from you.